Thanks for joining us again. I'm going to tie a eliteflies Neon 2020 GM6 fluorescent orange blob, and I tie this on a barbless eliteflies Comp 10 red hook. These are the first barbless painted hooks in the world for fly fishing, produced by us. It's a good strong hook, as you can see, much stronger than other similar hooks like B175, and the thread I'm using is Uni thread 17.0. So run that on, run it down to the point of the hook, trim the waist, tie in the thrits. This is 15mm and it's eliteflies 2020 neon. Like I said, it is different to other neon fritzes because there's more neon fibres and it's higher grade of neon. It's also dyed by myself in the GM6 fluorescent orange recipe. Water, always have some water at the vise, so dab your fingers in the water, get plenty on the fritz. This makes it so much easier to work with and it keeps everything sweeping in the right direction. I think you can also get a bit more on the hook as well doing it this way. So then you want to start turning the fritz in the opposite way to what you turn the thread, stroking it back each time firmly and keeping it as the turns tightly together as possible, so you want as much as you can get on. Sweeping it back. The water really helps this. Without the water, it's possible, but it's just harder, I think, and the finished look isn't as good. If you don't use water, fair enough. When you do fish the blob, it will sort itself out when it's wet, but I prefer to have it like this now. And then when you finish tying the fly, you can let it dry. So you've wound it up to the eye. You can't get any more on. You want 2 or 3 thread turns to secure it. Trim off the excess fritz, like so. A little bit more water, just keeps everything going back the right way. Use your fingers to stroke everything back, and then very carefully with the thread build up a nice neat little head like shown. This thread is very thin, so you can afford to have a few more turns. Once you think it looks neat enough and you're happy, you can use a whip finish, or like I do, a double half hitch. So that's 1 half hitch, 2 half hitches. That's it, that's the fly done. Very simple. And then trim off the excess thread with some sharp scissors. And then I'm going to varnish the head. I'm just going to use some Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. Just use the brush, it's fine. And dab plenty on. More really is better than less. So get some on the top, get some beneath. So all of the head's got, covered in varnish, and it'll soak it in a bit. Then find, a spare hook or piece of metal, whatever, and just poke it through the eye a couple of times just to make sure that there's no varnish in there. And that's it, that's the fly done. The 2020 eliteflies Neon GM6 blob on the red painted eliteflies hook, barbless. Thanks for watching this video, and there'll be more soon. I hope you enjoyed this.